Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. So, breaking news that literally just broke maybe like an hour ago, is that Savannah Chrisley's parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, have officially been pardoned by President Trump. Also, you guys, what did that happen? You guys bear with me. Okay, there was an echo in the background, and also I'm recording something on my phone back there. So if y'all can hear that, please let me know, and I'll get up and I'll go lower the audio. But there's so much going on right now that I'm trying to get Pumpkin Shannon from the Mama June show. Her mistress is speaking out, so I'm trying to record that as it happens. And I wanted to hop on here and do this video because we also have Mackenzie Edwards, formerly married to Ryan Edwards, used to be on Team Mom. I'm doing an interview with her at 7. So much going on, but I wanted to hop on here and talk about it because this just came out. Savannah went live on her Instagram account, but she was getting so many calls she couldn't stay live. So she just made a video, put it up on her Instagram. We're going to watch it. Let's go ahead. Let's listen. If you guys hear anything in the background, let me know because, like I said, I am recording something. So this is Savannah letting us know that she is literally about to go get her parents. Also, keep in mind, you guys, Todd and Julie Chrisley have not spoke to each other or seen each other since they got locked up. They have not even spoke to each other. They have not heard each other's voices since they got locked up. Like, there was supposed to be something that they could work out where they could actually talk since they are both, in prison, but it never happened. The prisons never worked that out to where they could get on a phone call. So they have not even heard each other's voice since they were arrested. So let's listen to Savannah break the news of her parents being pardoned.
Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, I tried to do an Instagram live earlier and I was driving, trying to get home to get my life together, and we are freaking out over here. Well, I have shed so many tears. The president called me personally as I was walking into Sam's Club and notified me that he was signing pardon paperwork for both of my parents. So both my parents are coming home tonight or tomorrow, and I still don't believe it's real. I'm freaking out. The fact that the president called me, I will forever be grateful for President Trump, his administration, and everyone along the way, all of my lawyers, the people who put in countless hours and effort and love for my family to make sure that my parents got home. I am eternally grateful. I'm freaking out. I'm still sweating. We're getting some clothes together for mom and dad, getting their room put together upstairs, and I'm just speechless. I can't thank you guys enough for sticking with my family along the way and for loving us and supporting us. And Grayson's showing me like all of these things that people are posting. And we are so grateful to all of the political figures that I have come in contact with over the past 2.5 years that believed in me and believed in my family. Thank you. It still doesn't feel real. It doesn't. I'm freaking out. So I'm going to go and prepare to go pick up my parents. And I just can't thank you guys enough. They're coming. My parents get to start their lives over. They get to start their lives over with a...
So many people are calling her.
My phone is going bananas right now. But President Trump didn't just commute their sentences. He gave them a full unconditional pardon. So for that, I am forever grateful. Thank you, President Trump. And I vow to stand next to you and your administration and exposing the corruption and continue fighting for the men and women that are in prison and creating a system that encourages. I just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will repay your kindness to every person that I meet. So thank God for a president like Donald J. Trump. Thank God for a president who wants to restore families and who loves people and loves people well, and took the time to call me from the Oval Office to let me know that my parents are getting their lives back. Thank you. So now I'm going to go finish. I need to put on some makeup. I'm going to change my outfit. I'm probably going to wear my pink MAGA hat to go pick them up. I don't know. I'm forever grateful. So I love you guys, and it's time to go get mom and dad. Oh,
Okay.
my.
So I wish she would have told us if her parents knew yet. That's what I wanted to hear, is like, I got to call my parents and tell them, or I'm waiting for them to call. They don't know yet. Or I was very, I'm just dying inside for them, because I've been a fan of, Todd and Julie Chrisley for years. Me and Sean used to watch them way back when, before I even started my YouTube channel. I watched the Chrisleys, one of my favorite shows. Love the Chrisleys. And like I said, I don't necessarily think, that obviously I do think maybe there were a couple of things that they did that were obviously out of line, out of pocket. But I don't think everything that they were accused of doing that they did. I mean, you had the banks testifying, saying, no, we didn't have a problem with them. No, they actually made sure they paid us back. And what's the funny thing is, for people that don't really know the case, that just say, oh, money can buy you anything, like they deserve to be in prison. Study the case. There's several attorneys. Oh my goodness, Ginger, I just thought about that. Ginger says, I bet W Without a Crystal Ball is not happy. And let me tell you guys something. Without a Crystal Ball, who's another YouTuber who reached a settlement with a lawsuit with the Chrisleys. The Chrisleys were suing her for defamation, and they settled because obviously they had bigger fish to fry. They had the government coming after them. So they reached a settlement that said Without a Crystal Ball would not cover them anymore, would not talk about them anymore. And as soon as they went to prison, she started talking about them. She started attacking them. She started going after them again. And I've heard that Savannah was alerted of this. And Savannah said, oh, best believe, like, we will get to that in due time. So I don't know if that's something that they're going to, look into when they get out of, they get home and they realize that she continued to talk bad about them, that she continued to defame them, that she continued to attack them. And even if anything that she said was correct at that point, she agreed through a lawsuit, that she agreed in the settlement to not speak about them. She agreed to not speak about them, right? So she broke that settlement agreement. So I don't know what the stipulations of that is, of what could happen if you break that settlement, or if you, violate that settlement or whatever. But I was heard that Savannah was alerted of that back when it was going on. And she said, like, oh, we will handle that in due time. So I don't know, but very curious. And anybody that wants to look into their case, Emily D. Baker has covered their case. She is a lawyer, former DA. Go check her out, because every attorney that I've even seen that has covered this case has said this makes no sense. So many things happened in this case that were illegal searches, dirty prosecutors. Just so much happened. I have not seen not one attorney cover this case and say that they agree with how things happen. I've not seen one attorney cover this case and say they agree with the time that Todd and Julie Chrisley were given. What's even crazier is Todd and Julie Chrisley, they won an appeal. They won an appeal due to some of the information being obtained through an illegal search warrant, right? So they won an appeal, and Julie won her appeal. Todd did not. Julie won her appeal. She was supposed to get her sentence lessened, because it basically was like they could not prove that the amount of money that they said they stole went from like 30 million to 17 million to 4 million. It's lessened and lessened and lessened and lessened as they've looked into it, right? It initially was 30 million, but I think at this point they said it's down to like 14 million. So Julie Chrisley, when she had her appeals hearing, her time was supposed to be lessened, but it was extended. Well, first off, the amount of years that she was supposed to be in jail was not listened, but her amount of time on probation and parole or whatever once she got out was extended an additional 2 years. And at this hearing, the judge went off on Savannah. Even though Savannah is just their child, she is taking care of, their other children. This judge literally started attacking Savannah because Savannah has ruffled some feathers. Savannah has, started digging into the prisons that her parents are at. They've ruffled some feathers. And this judge is obviously has different political beliefs than the Chrisleys. So this judge, I mean, the Chrisleys attorney, other attorneys is like, that's not how it works. Like, you don't win an appeal and you're supposed to get your time lessened, but it's extended. Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? But that's exactly what happened to Julie Chrisley. She got more time on her, like once she got out or whatever, she got an additional 2 years. But we're gonna read this article really quickly. But anybody that's very curious about it, they were sued. Let's see. The state of Georgia went after them for not paying taxes. Come to find out, they not only paid taxes, but they overpaid in their taxes. So the state of Georgia had to owe them money. And then federally, they said they stole money federally or whatever, but it went from 30 million down to I think it's down to 14 million at this point or something like that. But anyways, we're going to read TMZ's article. If you really want to dig into the case though, this is one of those cases that literally you're like, wow, it really tells you what the government can do if they want to do it. All right. So it says Todd and Julie Chrisley, Trump swoops in with pardons. All right, let's start down. President Trump is looking out for his fellow reality TV stars because POTUS just issued full pardons for Chrisley Knows Best stars Todd and Julie Chrisley. Can I tell you guys, I am dying to see them. I cannot wait. I hope Savannah goes live as soon as she picks them up. And I'm sure, they probably won't want that. They'll probably want to spend time with their family. They'll probably want to get Todd and Julie have not seen each other in 2 years, 3 years? How long has it been? How long has it been? Let's see. They went in January 18th of what, 22? Okay, January 17th, 2023. So yet Todd and Julie have not seen each other since January 16th, 2023. Not only that, they haven't heard each other's voices since right before they went in. Okay, so it says the reality TV couple have been serving hard time after being convicted in 2022 of financial crimes. But now they will be getting released from federal prison. Trump called Todd and Julie's daughter Savannah to give her the good news. Todd and Julie were found guilty on federal charges of bank fraud and tax evasion, with Todd getting sentenced to 12 years in prison and Julie getting 7 years in federal lockup. I'm sure Todd's going to dye his hair because last I heard he was all gray. The Chrisleys filed appeals for lighter sentences, but those were denied. And now Trump is swooping in to grant them their freedom. Savannah also starred on her parents' show, Savannah, who also starred on her parents' show, blasted their convictions last year at the Republican National Convention, calling out the prosecutors who handled her parents' federal case in Georgia, suggesting politics played a role in their convictions, and even claiming an Obama-appointed judge called her family the Trumps of the South. That did happen. So at the appeals hearing where her mom was supposed to be re-sentenced for a lighter sentence, the judge did call the Chrisleys the Trumps of the South. Todd and Julie were originally indicted by a federal grand jury back in 2019 when Trump was in his first term. So then it's got an update up here. So let's go see what this says. An attorney for the Chrisleys, Alex Little, partnered with Listen PLLC, said in a statement, President Trump recognized what we've argued from the beginning. Todd and Julie were targeted because of their conservative values and high profile. Their prosecution was tainted by multiple constitutional violations and political biases. At 3:05, a Federal Bureau of Prisons spokesperson tells TMZ the pardon process could take up to a few days before the Chrisleys are released. The Chrisleys might even wind up in a halfway house before they're totally free. What? Why would they end up in a halfway house? This got to be like whoever's the spokesperson for the prison. That doesn't make any sense. When you get a pardon, shouldn't you come straight home? Like, I get it if it takes a couple of days, but that kind of makes me a little nervous. That makes me nervous that they're like, because these prisons, the prison that Todd is at specifically hates Todd. There's a couple people there. There's a couple of people, guards that speak to Savannah that give her information. Obviously, nobody knows who they are, but a lot of them hate Todd because he has exposed the corruption, right? But that's kind of scary, to know like they've been released and like, are these guards that hate Todd, are they going to keep him there as long as they can? Yeah, their lawyer does 2 videos with Savannah covering the entire case, and he even says, like, "I've never seen anything like this." Yeah, they're supposed to go home, not to a halfway house. So that's the fact that the Federal Bureau of Prisons spokesperson is saying they may go to a halfway house. That's kind of concerning. It makes me feel like they may try to do something that they're not supposed to do. I don't know. The guards have no say. It's the warden of the prison. Yes, Savannah did say in her video that she's going to get them today. Oh my goodness, y'all, Nanny Faye, don't y'all know she's so excited. I just wish Savannah would have shared more of us of like what happened. Like, so, my parents already know, like my mom called right after it happened, or I haven't told them yet. Like, I'm waiting for my mom to call, I'm waiting for my dad to call so I can tell them. I emailed, like, oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I want to see them so bad. Like, I just love this for them. I just love this for them. And maybe they did some things wrong, possibly, probably, but they absolutely have done their time for it because not only in prison were they in prison, but they were Todd specifically, from what Savannah has said, Todd specifically was targeted a lot. Like they did not allow him to use a phone a lot. They did not allow him to use emails a lot. They would take things from him. Todd was targeted a lot because of him having Savannah speak out about what was going on inside their prison. So yes, God is so great. I'm so happy for them, you guys. I've been waiting for this because I was like, when Todd got in office, like I said in my last video, I really thought this is gonna come soon. Like this is gonna come soon, right? I really thought that it would come soon. I thought it would come sooner than it did. But I'm glad that it's happening. I'm so excited for their family. His hair will be the utmost issue. I wonder if Todd and Julie still own their home. Were they allowed to keep it? I do know they were living in their house up until the day they left. Because Savannah said, she said that none of that, like, she brought in her siblings and she said, we did not move them in before my parents got locked up. It was like we ignored everything. Like we knew they were going to move in with me. We knew that was going to happen, but we did not move them. Oh, I know, right, Annie? She said, we took them to prison. I came home and then we went to my parents' house and moved all their stuff over here. And I set their rooms up after my parents were already in prison. So I guess they're going to Savannah's house. She said we're getting their room ready upstairs. So maybe she meant they're going to have a room at her house for a while, or maybe they still have their house. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm sure she's going to have them on her podcast soon. Do the Chrisleys still on their home? Okay, no, the Chrisleys do not own their Brentwood mansion that they previously lived in. They sold it April 2023 for $5.2 million, just months after beginning their prison sentence. While it's known that they own another home in Nashville, it's unclear whether the property has been sold or not. So at least the one they don't own. The Chrisleys still hold considerable real estate. According to the New York Post, the Chrisleys own mansions roughly worth $9 million in 2022. However, the couple reportedly had to sell their Nashville area estate for $5.2 million in April 2023. Wait, this one said they still had their Nashville estate. So it looks like articles are kind of, some of them are saying they sold one, but I don't know. It seems like they did sell at least one of their homes a couple of months after they went to prison. Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably stay with Savannah. And they are currently filming a show. Isn't that crazy? Like, they're currently filming too. So maybe cameras will be there when they pick them up. I kind of hope so. I know that's a little intrusive, but I kind of hope they are. I kind of do hope that cameras will be there. And I hope that's something that they will agree to. Do they still owe restitution? Wow. I don't know. That's a good question. Let me see. A presidential pardon generally means you don't have to pay any remaining restitution. Wow. So they are out of, they don't have to pay the restitution. Wow. I bet that one judge is mad. You know that one judge is so mad. 7 my time. So an hour and a half, Cassie. I'm about to close this live out, though. I just had to do this live. You guys know I'm big fans of the Chrisleys. So as soon as this posted, I was about to go live to do the Ashley video, and I was like, dude, we have to cover that. I wanted to cover that, but we are going to be doing a interview with Mackenzie. I don't know if she wants me to call her Mackenzie Edwards or Mackenzie Standifer. I mean, she's technically Mackenzie Edwards, so that's what I feel like I should call her. But there was so much corruption in this case. Exactly. Are we okay? I'm gonna call y'all in just a second, Cassie. As soon as I get off this live, I'm gonna call y'all. No, is Savannah still dating the guy whose wife tried to unalive him? No, they broke up a couple of weeks ago, and she said it was basically due to the wife. Like, the wife just caused a lot of chaos and a lot of problems in their relationship. Call her whatever you just call. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out. I got a tinkle. As more information comes out, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But in less than an hour and a half, going to be live right here with Mackenzie from Team Mom. She is in the middle of a divorce from Ryan Edwards, and she's going to answer questions that you guys have. All that I ask of you guys is just be polite with your questions. Do not come in being rude. If you come in and you are being rude, you will be blocked. If you come in and maybe you just ask a question kind of rudely, you will be asked to be nice. But if you come in just being rude, you're going to be blocked. Because we are not going to be rude to any guests on the channel. Doesn't matter if you like them, hate them, love them, whatever. So that's all that I ask in the interview that we have coming up with Mackenzie. Just be respectful with your questions. But yeah, I'll see you guys back here. And Nanny Face will have cancer. I'm not sure if she does. I'm not sure. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about President Trump pardoning the Chrisleys? Are you guys happy about it? Let me know. I'll see you guys in less than an hour and a half. Bye, guys.